6 harsh truths about women that men learn too late. Stoicism. Welcome, warriors. Today, we're tackling a subject that might seem delicate, but is crucial to understand if you're looking to not only improve your romantic relationships, but also your personal growth. Have you ever felt like, no matter how much effort and love you pour into a relationship, it just seems to slip away, becoming more distant? If so, you're not alone. Many men experience this, and it can be a source of confusion, frustration, even pain. We often believe that the more we give, the more we'll receive in return, that the harder we try, the more she'll eventually recognize our value. However, this well-meaning logic is flawed. It's based on the false belief that relationships work like a fair trade, almost like a transaction. But in reality, relationships are far more complex. They are shaped by deep psychological dynamics, unspoken needs, and often unconscious perceptions. As men, it's our responsibility to learn and understand these dynamics if we want to navigate our relationships more calmly and consciously. This doesn't mean we need to manipulate or play games. Not at all. It's about recognizing some universal truths about attraction, self-worth, and what women really expect, even if they don't say it explicitly. In this video, I'll share 6 fundamental truths for you to integrate, so you can not only improve your romantic relationships, but also boost your self-confidence and naturally attract the person who aligns with you. These truths are timeless, drawing inspiration from the teachings of great Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus. These thinkers taught us to accept reality as it is, even when it's uncomfortable, and to work on ourselves to live in line with our principles. 1. Chasing a woman doesn't work. Let's start with one of the biggest myths in the world of relationships. The idea that the more you chase a woman, the better your chances of winning her over. You often hear that if you just keep showing interest and persist, she'll eventually give in to your advances. It sounds logical, right? But this approach is often doomed to fail. Why? Because it violates a fundamental law of human psychology, the principle of scarcity. Humans, whether male or female, tend to value what is rare and hard to attain. When you chase a woman too aggressively, you immediately become too available. What's too easily accessible loses its value. By pursuing her relentlessly, you're subconsciously sending the message that you have no other options, that you're in a position of need, almost submission. A man of high value doesn't chase others. He doesn't need external validation to feel complete or accomplished. He is focused on himself, his goals, and his personal development. It's this inner assurance that makes him naturally attractive. He attracts without forcing, without manipulating, simply through his presence and self-confidence. The Stoics teach us not to depend on external things for our happiness. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Seek to be content with yourself." He understood that true fulfillment comes from within, not from the approval of others. If you find yourself constantly having to do more to catch her attention, it's a sign you're caught in an imbalanced dynamic. Instead of chasing, work on yourself. Develop your skills, passions, and life mission. These are the qualities that will naturally attract a woman of high value into your life. 2. Appearance matters more than you think. Now, let's move on to another often overlooked truth, the importance of physical appearance. We're often taught that personality is what matters most in a relationship, but it would be naive to think that appearance plays no role. In reality, physical appearance is the first indicator we use to evaluate someone, and it's not superficial. It's an instinctive response deeply rooted in our biology. For millennia, humans have evaluated potential partners based on external signals of health, vitality, and the ability to survive and thrive. For men, this often means taking care of their body, adopting a style that reflects confidence, and presenting themselves in the best light. This doesn't mean you need to become a model or bodybuilder, but it does mean showing through your appearance that you respect your body and are disciplined. This first visual impression often opens the door to deeper attraction. However, as mentioned, appearance alone won't sustain a woman's interest in the long term. What really matters is what you offer in terms of personality, values, and vision for life. But Never underestimate the impact of a well-groomed appearance and a confident presentation. 3. Being too nice won't win her heart. Here's a truth that might surprise many men. Excessive kindness can backfire in a romantic relationship. This doesn't mean you should be rude or disrespectful, but when kindness is driven by a fear of displeasing or a need for validation, it can actually harm your attraction. Women, just like men, are attracted to partners who are emotionally strong and self-assured. A man who is too nice, who always says yes to avoid conflict, or who prioritizes the other person's needs over his own at all costs, can come across as lacking character and inner strength. It can even seem like he's trying to buy affection or approval, which quickly becomes unattractive. A truly powerful man is kind, but not at the expense of his own values and self-respect. He knows how to say no when necessary, sets clear boundaries, and isn't afraid to make tough decisions. This ability to maintain limits and respect his own needs is what makes him attractive. 4. Money and status matter. It would be hypocritical to claim that money and status play no role in attraction. This doesn't mean that all women are materialistic, but it does mean that, for thousands of years, women have evolved to seek partners who can provide security and stability. Money and status are symbols of this ability. Money alone doesn't make someone attractive, but how you manage that money, how you use it to build a stable and secure future, and how it reflects your discipline and ability to handle resources. These are what truly matter. 5. Emotionally unstable men repel. A key, often overlooked, point is emotional balance. Women, like men, are attracted to partners who can manage their emotions in a healthy and mature way. This doesn't mean you need to hide your emotions or pretend to be indifferent, but there's a big difference between being emotionally open and being emotionally unstable. 6. Self-confidence is the key. Finally, one of the most important truths. Self-confidence is at the core of lasting attraction. It doesn't matter if you're wealthy, have an impeccable physique, or hold a high status. If you lack self-confidence, these traits will quickly lose their power.